Pre-game. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Shout out to the Carolina Panthers.
Why?
Why? I mean, just because
Why?
we live close by, and it's kind of hard not to at least root for
Yeah,
the hometown
that's true.
favorite. They got them a W
That's true.
today against New Orleans, so we
Yeah,
gonna
they
definitely
did.
yeah we gotta shout them out, man.
I
He
tried.
said why? Hey, this guy said it,
I
not
forgot
me.
that they won. That's
And
why I said that.
he got the Jacksonville Jaguar shirt on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I actually forgot that the Panthers won this week. That's why I said
Yeah,
that. But yeah, they
like
did pull it
that
out.
sometimes.
They did
You're
pull it
so
out.
used, you're so used to them taking
Yeah.
the L, I guess.
Shout out to Baker.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Yeah, he did his
They're getting the
thing.
chemistry right, it seems.
Yeah, I hope so, man.
Shout out to
Yeah.
all the other
I'm-
teams that won. Also,
I'm repping the Jaguars today. You see that?
Yeah, I see. And you know how these guys get on social media, man. They die hard football
Yeah.
fans.
Yeah.
Everything else fans, like they know these guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, don't do that to my quarterback.
Yeah, they get it. Yeah. But man, my quarterback wasn't playing right.
I know.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
we gonna take this next year. We are.
They know you.
Yeah. That's fandom. Fandom.
Emotionally invested though. We can understand that.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just not my thing. So I'm more of a spectator.
Yeah. Me too, man. I just started watching football since I've been living down in the South, man. I didn't grow up watching
Really?
football when I was in New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have a high school football team or nothing like that,
okay.
so
Oh,
it wasn't
yeah.
really a part of my. We had basketball and baseball.
Right. But I'm bigger basketball than everything. Yeah.
Hey, man, let's do a
Nowadays-
show.
Hey, that sounds like a great idea. I get that.
Was born. Even with playing music on stage with other musicians, there has to be chemistry there, and at the same time, it's like you want to be able to have chemistry away from the stage as well. Because if you have chemistry away from the stage, your show and your stage presence and everything like that is going to be
People pick
great.
up on it, not just entertainment. We do. We'll be talking to designers and entrepreneurs and people just trying to get their t-shirt brand popping. Whatever it is that you're doing, whatever your hustle is, this is Hustlenometry 101.
My slogan for my business, I love to say everyone needs a little faith.
Charlamagne the God would say, sometimes you gotta roll it up for everybody. Like,
Yeah. Shout out to Lil C.
Like I told you, I got these.
Yeah, Brandon.
But
Yeah, Brandon.
last time I've been booed in my life.
That's what it is. Yo.
1212. It's Tuesday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is 7 p.m., ladies and gentlemen. So you know what that means. It's time for another installment of your favorite platform, the hottest new internet sensation by the name of the No Shortcuts Show.
Yeah.
Let the theme music play for a second. You know what is.
Yeah.
You know how we do it here every week.
Get you one.
Yeah. That's for later.
Yeah.
Stay down the line. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, today is Tuesday, September 27th, 2022. Fall is among us and upon us, and I gotta tell you, I'm loving it. Ladies and
buddy.
gentlemen, get yourself something to snack on, get yourself a nice little beverage. Feel free to have a seat if you're in a place in your day. Feel free to have a seat, or if you're busy and you're walking around the house multitasking, just carry us around with you for the next 45 minutes or an hour. We welcome you. If this is your first time, or if it's not your first time, come on in, say hello, drop us a comment, and we'll give you a shout out. We have no problem doing so.
We
wanna
love
know
to.
Yeah, we love to give shout outs. Love making you guys feel a part of the platform as well. Yes.
Part of the show.
Yeah, I see my Aunt Flo is on, and my mom has already commented. And who else is on so far? Have I missed anybody?
Good
That's it
evening.
so
Good
far.
evening.
And ladies and gentlemen, feel free to share this video to your own individual timelines. We welcome you if you're on Facebook. We welcome you if you're watching from YouTube. And
Yo,
most recently, we
yo.
welcome you if you're watching from Twitch.
I think DJ Nuff said is watching us from
Hey,
Twitch.
he's on Twitch.
He's on
Okay.
Twitch. So
Yeah,
it's
what up, Nuff
working.
said? I saw his story, his I think Facebook story or Instagram story a while ago with the effect he had on the face. It was cracking me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, thank y'all for coming on in. We appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
as usual, man, it's a privilege for us to be here. We're humble. We're grateful. We're
Absolutely.
thankful and blessed. I'm reading off your sign back there. Yeah, a
Yeah.
little bit.
Thankful,
Yeah, a little bit. There
grateful,
we go.
blessed. Yeah.
Yeah. Tying it all in, but
Yeah.
it is we're highly favored, and we're privileged that you guys came, to hang out with us for a little bit of your
Yeah.
Tuesday evening. And we know it's not easy. Trust me. When you got the children in school and doing homework, you got to do
Hmm.
dinner and baths and all this stuff. It's a
Hmm.
grind. So we really appreciate y'all being here with us. If this is your first time here, you want to explain to them what No Shortcuts is all about?
Yo, definitely, man. No shortcut. No shortcuts is a
Yeah.
platform for fellow artists, creators, creative minds, entrepreneurs, hustlers. We just want to get on and share our stories
Yes.
and talk about what we do and how we've done it and how we've gotten to where we are. And also, we
Mhm.
want to give the platform and open it up for to hear other people's stories, because you may not be trying to run a DJ company, or you may not be trying to be a musician, but you have something else that you're passionate about, and you wanted to we're here to inspire whatever that is, to
Whatever
go
it is.
for it, and you'll hear some stories about how things worked. You'll hear some
Mhm.
stories about what didn't work.
That's
you
right.
know
And you can pick and choose what you need to apply
exactly.
it to yourself. And
Yeah.
as I often say, we do not come from a standpoint of we have all the answers.
Hmm.
We're just here to spark the conversation and to
Exactly.
get the ball rolling in that direction.
There's a Jay-Z line for everything. He said, Hove did that, so you don't have
So
to go through that.
yeah, you don't have to go through that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So listen, if we go over the hill and they like, yo, they shooting over there, then why you gotta go over there too? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You can avoid
Exactly.
certain you can avoid certain pitfalls along your
Exactly.
journey. And we like to have a good time, of course,
Yeah.
but we also like to spread information, and that's our
Hmm.
main goal. And within spreading information and having guests, yeah, buffet style, okay,
Buffet
and
style.
flow, yeah. And within spreading that information, those that are watching, if we have a particular guest on a certain week and they provide a service that you may need at some point down the
Hmm.
line, we're hoping, and our intent is to form a community
Yeah.
here at No Shortcuts where
Yeah.
we can rely on each other for certain services
Yeah.
as well. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I know you guys are wondering who this handsome gentleman is to the left hand side of the screen, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
let all you guys know real quick.
No. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this guy here is a great friend of mine. We go back some
Hey.
13, 15 odd years or so, but
Yeah.
uh, he does many things. He's a digital media strategist.
Hmm.
He is an event coordinator. So
Yeah.
if you need some strategy for your digital media, you need to see this guy.
Yeah.
You need your event coordinated, you need to see this guy.
Need some
He's
direction.
also some direction. He's also the producer of this platform by the name of No Shortcuts.
Hey.
He's also a co-host of this platform
Yeah.
by the name of, say it with me at home, No
No
Shortcuts.
shortcuts.
And last but not least, I always say he's your favorite DJ's favorite DJ. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise at home while we make some noise on the screen for DJ Famous,
Hey.
none other than Mr. Travis Bizel.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Oh
Yo,
yeah,
what's happening? What's happening? What's
man,
happening,
it's a
man?
beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's almost time to pull them sweaters out. Let me get my
Yeah,
Mr. Rogers on.
that's the thing, man. It was cool in the morning, and
Yeah,
then
the
by
morning.
noontime I was hot again. I was like, what happened?
Yeah,
That's why I
we
still
going
got
through
the
that.
long sleeves on.
Yeah, going through that period. If you're gonna be going for long periods of the day, take a jacket with use a
Yeah.
jacket in the morning and keep it in your car.
Yeah. Yo, as usual, joined by, and I'm gonna say your name first, and there's a reason.
Okay, okay.
Jerry Hardison, M.D. Right?
All right.
Got a
Mhm.
new title. My
Is that
man
like
is
Doogie Howser?
yeah. Jerry Hardison, M.D. Music
Okay.
director of chairman of the board, Mellow Groove,
Yeah.
Rock Hill Music Hall of Fame, North Carolina Music Hall of Fame.
Yes, sir.
That MD also stands for microphone doctor because
Okay.
he does still have the bars.
I'm surgical.
Music producer, music producer, host of
Uh,
this fine show as well as another fine podcast called That's My Story.
yes,
Give it
yes.
up for my main Jerry Midas Hardison. What's up?
Yes, yes. We glad
What's
to
up?
be here, man.
What's
As
up,
my
man?
son says, why speaking of, today
Mm-hmm.
is National Sons Day. It was brought to my
Yeah.
attention. So happy National Sons Day to Isaiah. And I was just thinking about something he says when we say prayers at night. He says, Lord, thank you for this day
Mm-hmm.
because each day is a gift. And it truly is. It truly is.
Yes, it
Some people
is.
didn't wake up this morning. So the fact that our eyes open and we had our life, our health, our strength, breath
Mm-hmm.
in our body, it's a gift. And
Absolutely.
we grateful, man.
Absolutely.
Grateful.
And shout
And
out
mom,
to
thank
my
you for the shout out, mom.
yeah.
That's what
Thank you,
let
mom.
me know it was National Sons Day because my
Yeah.
mom tagged me and my brother in a post. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I
that
saw that. I saw that.
yeah, yeah.
And
I was like, oh my goodness.
yeah, I didn't know about it either until I saw. I think I saw your mom's post. I knew because my dad had posted something about Daughter's Day, which was yesterday.
That was yesterday. Okay,
Yeah,
got
he didn't do one today yet, so I'm kind of mad at him.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But
Hey, Dad, we got to do that.
I know, right? But shout out to my sons Elijah and Brendan. Happy Sons Day, my
Yeah,
mans.
yeah,
That's what's
absolutely.
up, man. So what
Yeah.
happened,
So
man? What's up with you? How was your weekend? How was your week?
the weekend, well, let's see. We had two shows on Saturday with the chairman of the board and executives. We actually left to go out of town Friday night because the first show was 11:45 a.m. in Emerald Isle, which is about a 5-hour trip from where we live. So we went up Friday night. Did the first show at 11:45. Now we only played an hour set there because there was bands all day.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the Tams, shout out to the Embers, and
Wow.
shout out to Too Much Sylvia.
Mm.
And these are like if you know the song "Be Young, Be Foolish,
Mm-hmm.
Be Happy," that's the Tams. And the Embers have so many. It's just beach music hits, man. You guys
Yeah.
feel free to do your Googles on your
Do your
own time.
Googles.
Yeah, do your Googles or hit that Siri, Alexa, whatever you got.
Yeah.
But and then so we had to scamper after that 1 hour set and head over to
Mm-hmm.
Kenansville for the Muscadine Wine Festival. There we headlined that, so our showtime there was from 4 p.m. until 7 p.m.
Okay.
Then we
Cool.
came on home and did the church thing on Sunday.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mount Dewell Baptist Church,
For sure.
Reverend Charles Booker. Shout out to them. Did the church thing, man, and but it was a busy couple of days. But hey, as I often tell myself, hey man, when you love what you do, you're gonna have days like that where you're busy, but it's worth it. It's
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
worth it. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Absolutely,
we
man.
happy about it. No complaint. No
Yeah.
complaint.
Yeah. We're getting busy on this end too, man. We had a wedding this past weekend on Saturday,
Uh,
and that worked out. It was here in Lancaster at Laurel Haven Estate. But
okay.
it was the first weekend of my season. So starting with this past Saturday, we're
Mhm.
out until Thanksgiving pretty much.
Yeah,
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 so it's
yeah,
gonna be a
man. So you
busy
about to be
time.
every weekend after that, huh?
Every weekend, some of
Holiday to
them Friday, Saturday, some of them Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So
that pre-holiday run.
a
Yeah, yeah,
holiday
that
run. What's up,
pre-holiday.
Matthew? What's happening?
Yeah,
What's
my
happening?
brothers here. What's up, Matt? To my family, thank y'all so much. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for showing support to our platform each
Yeah,
and every week. We certainly appreciate
yeah,
you.
yeah,
Appreciate you spending your time, your efforts, and energy here with us each week. Thank
yeah.
you so much.
For sure, for
Nope.
sure. And then yeah, I had that Saturday, and then I did Sunday church, and then Monday church at the prison as well. What's
Right.
up, Jessica? Jessica's here from Julie Events, one of my partners.
Okay.
And
Hello, Jessica. Thank you for joining us.
yeah, awesome, awesome wedding coordinating, wedding planning, wedding designing, all of
Oh,
that.
sounds like
Julie,
a future guest.
yeah, absolutely. Julie Events is the truth.
Yeah.
And most of that stuff I'm doing between now and Thanksgiving, probably half of it is with them. So I
Oh, awesome.
appreciate you.
Yeah, yeah. And if you guys need any keyboard players, just let famous know, let
Yeah, yeah.
Travis know. And if my dates are open, we'll see what we can do.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Let's do that.
Yeah,
Yo,
man.
we tell you about this guest we have today, bro.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell y'all how old I am, but I've known this dude a long time, and I gotta
Mhm.
we're stalling for a minute to wait for him to dial back in because he's had a few technical difficulties, so
Yeah.
we'll get
Yes.
him back on.
Yeah.
But he's gonna dial right back in a second. But I've known this dude a long, long time, and back from high school. We didn't go to the same high school, but we were in a group together
Okay.
during the high
What
school.
like a dancing group, singing group?
Come on,
You
man. You
trying to
know I ain't
skip?
no dancer.
You try to skip right over
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
right?
It was a singing. We were
No.
in the New York All City High School Choir. See, I never told you about
Okay.
my choir
See,
boy
yeah,
days,
yeah. You
right?
try to skip right over it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
told you I used to have them pipes, but
Yeah, man.
yeah, we were in the New York's high school choir, all city high school choir. So it's like just what it sounds like. It's a choir of like different singers from all the different a lot of different high schools get together and make one big choir.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
we used to perform at like Lincoln Center and Carnegie Hall and like all the big, Christmas stuff, like the Christmas tree lighting at Radio City.
Right.
We used to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I think he's back now, so we're gonna get him on. But yeah, then he went on to do a whole lot of big things that we'll have him talk about. But
Okay.
let's go ahead and bring my man up, man. Let's give a warm, 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 no shortcuts welcome to our guy Jason Ramsay, man. What's happening? What's happening?
Jason
Jason, can you
Ramsey.
hear us?
Yo, what's good, brothers? What's good? Yo, it's a
What's
pleasure to
up?
be here.
How we
Can you
doing?
hear
How we
me?
doing?
Yeah, yeah, we can hear you
Yeah,
good.
we're
I just
good.
want to let people know that Jason's not on screen because he was also helping a homeboy move today. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff happening in the background on his end, and he didn't want to be a distraction on the show, but he wanted to be on the show. So we put his
Yeah.
picture up there, and we're gonna talk to him.
He's caught between a
Yeah,
rock
man.
and a
I,
hard
it,
place. No
well,
distractions
I mean,
versus
you know,
no, not being able to be visible in real time. So we're gonna be we do the middle.
Yeah,
well, I think,
Yeah.
I think, you guys can understand this, like when you're trying to do things, like it's not at certain times it's not going to go your way, right?
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
it boils down to how you make it work, right?
yeah,
Absolutely.
When the conditions aren't in your favor, right?
yeah,
So
Hmm.
for us to for us to be able to even make this happen this way, I think it speaks, for you guys and how good you are at what you do, but also
Uh,
that like determination to make this happen. So I'm just excited to be here.
yeah.
yeah.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. And not only that, but the fact that we go live every week, so that kind of
Yeah,
that makes us push a little bit harder. Like if we were doing it previously recorded, we could easily say, hey man, we'll do it tomorrow.
Oh,
yeah,
But
oh yeah,
we've
man.
set
True
we've
indeed.
set the schedule for a weekly airing live. So we want to, I guess, more so than anything, we want to stick to that. And thank you so much for still hanging in there with us and still doing the show. So we all working together to make this work.
yeah.
Listen, if we don't hold each other down and make it happen, then who will, right?
That's a
Absolutely,
fact. That's a
definitely.
fact, man. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's a pleasure to have you on with us. I just wanted to refresh my memory right quick. You were joining us on last week's show, right? With Archie.
no, no, that was Josh.
Oh, that was somebody else.
Yeah, that was
Okay, my
Josh.
bad.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. I'm
Yeah,
making my.
Josh, Jason. Hey, look,
yeah.
Josh. I know Josh, Jason. It happens.
I'm just
Listen.
I'm just
Before,
making sure I'm.
Yeah, that's
I'm sorry.
cool. I started, Jason. I started telling a little bit about, how we know each other, from where we know each other from. But the rest, I wanted to let you tell it. So we kind of start off the show. We always talk about, your upbringing and where you grew up, where you're from, and and we already know that you were affiliated with music. So we'll talk a little bit about how you got started with your love for
Yeah.
music and where that took you. So tell the folks where you're from, man.
From New York. Grew up in half Queens, half Brooklyn.
Okay.
Um, the Queens phase, the Queens phase of my life, it was surrounded by family, surrounded by music, a lot of singing. There was also in that '80s era where, you know, Luther Vandross, Michael Jackson, everybody was.
Yeah.
Music was the golden age,
Yeah.
the golden age of music. So the natural trans. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
you're
yeah.
good.
Okay. Yeah, so the natural progression of that once I moved into Brooklyn, moved away from family, got more focused a little bit more on music and joined when I was in Brooklyn, that was when like the Boys to Men
Ah, okay.
singing the yeah, so it was because I guess because I came from Brooklyn, excuse me,
Hmm.
because I came from Queens from a musical family, getting into the high school city chorus.
Hmm.
Uh-oh, did we lose you?
Is it cutting? Is it cutting out?
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a bad connection today.
Okay. Hey,
See,
Jason, can you hear us? I don't think you can hear us.
nah, he just disconnected. He'll get him back on. He'll come back on in a second. Here he
And if
is.
not,
Yeah,
is he
here he
back?
is. Yeah, yeah, he's back.
I think the thing we've now perfected is how to get back online immediately
Yeah,
if it drops, right?
yeah.
So like that is so if we're ever gonna talk about the path to mastery, right? Let's just we gotta revisit this. So long story just to get to the point. Started I joined All City High School chorus, where that's what exposed me to other musicians and
Okay.
the probably one of the best singers that I know is a man named Travis.
No.
Yeah,
Oh, this
Jerry,
guy been holding out.
let's sing, bro, let's sing. No, 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 no. The brother that you that is a DJ.
Yeah, tell on him,
Listen,
man.
that's like Baby Luther over there.
No.
Don't get him in a mic.
Baby
Don't
Luther,
get him in a
man.
mic. Nah, like don't give that like you give him a mic,
No,
he gonna
sir.
wear it out.
No,
He
sir.
Listen,
knows
so that's where I met him.
singing.
Luther be on stage and be like, "Yo, is that Travis? Yeah, I'm going home. I'm going home."
Yo, Jason, no, don't even
Travis
tell him.
Bizel. Nobody told me that Travis Bizel is here. Like, we're going
No.
home. I'm going home. It's over,
I
right?
would. Yeah.
But all kidding aside, that was really like the beginning of my musical journey.
Yeah.
Went to
Awesome.
Berkeley College of Music, and
Yeah, and Berkeley
yeah,
is known for to be the big school of music, man. You hear a lot of world renowned musicians. A large percentage of them went to Berkeley. Can you elaborate on that experience or what just being part of Berkeley?
ooh, I think Berkeley was going. Berkeley was oof. I can't even. It was hands down one of the best experiences in my life, largely because it teaches you. It taught me that the real skills are not learned in the classroom, right? So
Mhm. Yeah.
I learned the most just from being around. You walk down the hallway, somebody would be playing the guitar, right? And then maybe you have a person who guitar line, right? And then they'll add a bass to it, and all of a sudden you'll have a jam session in the hallway. So it was a very interesting experience that taught me about how to be impromptu and just go with the flow of things, if that makes sense, right?
Okay. Gotcha.
I think Travis, yeah, Travis could tell you. I wasn't even when I was at Aussie. I wasn't one of these the best soloists. And Travis could say that he
Yeah.
could explain that more.
Neither
But
of us were.
Right, right. We were just kind of there, like we would, you know how like every classroom, you got that group project, and there's that one person that ain't doing that, but they still got the A, right? Like
Yeah.
every
Oh yeah.
year
Oh
we
yeah.
went
Oh
to
yeah.
Spain. I mean, we went to Spain, like like all city opened up doors that it was just I don't want to go off on a tangent with all city. It was just an amazing experience, and what all city and Berkeley taught me is about the camaraderie, right? More so than anything else. Like just the experience of music, just going after what you want, and really just being amongst, putting yourself. It taught me about putting yourself in environments that
Hmm.
elevate you, make you
Yeah.
better, that want you to strive to be better, right? So I
Right.
guess the best way to describe it is it's. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
No, I'm just saying. Right. I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, it Berkeley, all city, both taught me about how an environment, just being in the right environment, can
Hmm.
elevate you, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Me too.
Where jam sessions break out, and I was telling Travis that one of the reasons I got into Berkeley, it wasn't because I was a great singer. Initially it was literally because I sat in my room and
Hmm.
I just sang every day, all day for 2 years straight. I isolated myself from my friends. At Berkeley, they call it shedding, right?
Yeah.
Like
Shedding.
musicians, they'll
Yeah.
call it shedding. Right,
Yeah.
right. You're familiar with the term, right? It's
Uh huh.
called. I didn't know anything about shedding, but at Berkeley, it's a concept called shedding, where you literally isolate yourself from the world.
Hmm.
You don't answer your phone. We didn't have iPhones. Well, you guys didn't have phones back then. Me, I'm a little bit younger than you guys, so I had like yeah, yeah, yeah. Right.
Yeah,
So
right.
yeah, you guys are older. Y'all probably have phones.
A
I had
little bit.
iPhones,
A
right?
little
Okay.
bit.
I just told him we
Okay.
was in high school at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. He
Yeah,
taking
you
that.
threw me under the bus, bro. You threw
Yeah.
me under the bus before. You set me up for okay. but all kidding aside, that sitting isolating myself for 2 years just because I wanted to get to Berkeley and I knew I wasn't the best singer.
Uh-huh.
Um, I just wanted it. I wanted it. I wanted it. And I isolated myself from all my friends. Like, and I sat there and studied Luther Vandross, Whitney
Right.
Houston,
Right.
Donny Hathaway, right?
Yeah.
Stevie
Oh,
Wonder.
that's great.
But like I would literally, what it taught me was like if you sit on like let's just say it's a verse that you want to learn,
Uh-huh.
you gotta. I'd spend like if it was a 3 second verse, I would not move to the seconds after that until I had streamlined like that line or that phrasing. Like you understand? Like it's
Yeah.
whatever it is, right?
So
So
yeah.
I think that's what Berkeley Ball City Choir taught me about like determination, irrespective of the capacity. If you sit there 2 years, whatever it is, however long it takes, you absolutely will succeed. But you have to be willing to isolate yourself. So
Yeah.
it was that's my
Yeah.
music
Awesome.
Yeah,
journey.
yeah, and with anything, it takes a certain amount of time. People say 10,000 hours, but
Right.
I'm not sure, how that equates to the 2 years. But throughout the that 2 years, if it didn't equate to 10,000 hours, definitely went towards your 10,000 hours.
Yeah.
In order to be great at something, you have to put the time in, working on that craft, whatever it is, in order to be considered great. So that's awesome, man. It sounds like you locked in while you were there, and you focused on getting better, and we're continuously getting better,
Yeah.
at what it is that we do. So it sounds like that was a wonderful experience, uh, being a part of the Berkeley community.
Yeah, it was a growth. I mean, you got to realize I'm a guy.
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
You know, environment as a John Mayer. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Or any of the other successful musicians that I was exposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's in talking about the music, give you a chance to. He just gone. He just disconnected again. Yeah,
We probably be right back. We'll pick it
yeah.
right back up.
We'll keep on. We'll keep on getting it back with him. He's got a
Yeah.
bad connection
Yeah, I'm
today, but
back.
we're
I'm
working
back.
with him. So,
Okay.
Jason, I was just saying that during your time in music, even after college, you got the chance to work with some really cool artists. I want to give you a chance to stun on us a little bit and tell us about who you
Oh
work with.
yeah. Yeah. Tell us about these artists.
Uh, the main ones that I was working with was I did sing backup for John Mayer, Alicia
That-
Keys, Patti LaBelle.
Mm.
Trying to think of who else.
That's awesome.
Those
But
were
let
the
me.
yeah, those were the main ones that I did like consistent work with.
Mm.
Mm,
So but just to go back to what we were saying before I got cut off, a guy from Brooklyn or Queens to be in the same environment
Mm.
as a John Mayer, you know what I mean? That's really like the greatest indication of how a person can excel or get ahead and
right.
grow. Just the growth process. I think it's the growth process.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
think it's the growth process really that you learn from from where you start out to where you end up in these like
Yeah.
different environments. So
Yeah. That's
Absolutely.
great, man. You got to tell us a little bit about like John Mayer, a little bit about Alicia, like how what's it like working with them, and of course it had to be like amazing to work with Patti LaBelle.
yeah, I guess like as a backup, whenever you do backup, it's you just need to make sure you're solid. That's like when you arrive, you have to know your craft, you have to know what you're doing, and you have to have spent your 10,000 hours, if not
Yeah.
more, um, honing it. That's the only way you get to that point.
Hmm.
So when you when you meet the celebrities or when you're around them, it's not it's in that moment.
Hmm.
It's in that moment, and it's invigorating. It's a beautiful experience, but you put so much work into it, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
that it's not surprising. I don't know if that makes sense.
No. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Like
I
it's
get it.
just
I get it. Because in my experiences, the paths that I've often crossed, um, with those who I look up to or who are legends or in whatever field they're in, um, it's like it's surreal on
yeah,
one half,
absolutely.
but the other half is like, yeah, this is what I'm working toward. I'm supposed to be here,
Mm.
right?
Absolutely.
That type
So
of
you
thing.
absolutely understand what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Right, right. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
incredible.
Yeah,
cool.
and it's not it's not an affront, or it's not even anything bad. It's just when you put in the work, when you respect what you're doing enough to put in the work and put yourself in environments where you can succeed,
Yeah, right.
you're gonna slip up every now and then. That's just human nature. Just to err is human, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
But you just kind of know how to bounce back from it a little bit better,
Mm-hmm.
That's a
if that
fact.
makes sense. Like
Yeah.
with again with this phone interview, we've mastered how to reconnect.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Well, we put in about 10,000 hours already.
Yeah.
We're just
brother,
reconnecting.
Yeah.
I mean, so it really does emphasize a key point that 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 the most important thing, no matter what you're doing, whether it's music, it's like you could have the your idols, and you
Mhm.
can get to a point where you're around the greats, but it depends on your ability to overcome difficulties in that moment that determines how far you'll go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I can only imagine the pressure that could be potentially placed on background
Get
vocalists
through
because
your
it's not
struggles.
just you. It's not just you. You probably got two other vocalists doing backgrounds with you too. You guys got to harmonize, hit the right notes, and so I could imagine a little bit of pressure, especially like in
Yeah,
rehearsals or
I'm
whatever
back.
like that. Okay. Oh,
I'm
oh,
sorry. What was I'm sorry. I didn't hear the last thing that you said.
oh, I was just saying. I could imagine too at times, doing background vocals. There's always going to be maybe two, three more vocalists doing backgrounds with you, and you guys have to harmonize and know your notes, your melodies, pretty much to a T. I could imagine that's very, very tedious at times. He might have got he might have got disconnected again,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. I think so.
Eh,
I think
all
so.
good, all
Yeah,
good.
it's
We'll
all
wait.
good. It's all good. We'll wait for him to get back
Yeah,
and
once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're live, and
yeah, we
Jason's
are live.
helping some friends move. Kind of had this going on and that going on at the same time, but wanted to honor his commitment
Yeah.
to us as well. The fact that we're live, so we working.
We back.
Is he
Are we?
back on?
Yeah. Jason, can
Jason,
you
can
hear
you
us?
hear us?
Jason, can you hear us?
Check 1 2 1 2.
You. Jason, can you hear us?
Well, while we wait, let me go ahead and throw out the dates for this week.
Yeah, man.
While ladies and gentlemen, while we waiting on Jason to reconnect, let me inform you that Thursday the chairman of the board will be in Fuquay Varina, North Carolina.
Mm.
And Friday's show that was supposed to be in Columbia, they went ahead and canceled it because of the potential rain and wind from the hurricane or the tropical storm. So Friday's show in Columbia with Tony Terry has been rescheduled to October 21st. And Saturday we're doing a wedding reception. But don't forget, Mellow Groove will be performing October 7th, which is just
Yeah.
after this Friday,
Week
just a
after
week
next.
away
Yeah.
for the Blues and Jazz Festival right here in Rock Hills. You can go to York County Arts.org. And just to fast forward a little bit, in October, the chairman of the board and the executives will be performing at the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame
Yeah.
induction. I was on the phone with the stage manager and sound man today,
Yeah.
working out some things.
That's what's up.
There's some new inductees. We're performing. We're doing a tribute set to one of the inductees, and yeah, and some of the inductees include Janet Pascal. If you guys listen to gospel, Southern gospel music. There's also, let's see, Stephanie Mills is being inducted.
Oh, okay. I think
Yeah,
Jason's back. Jason, you back?
you back?
Yeah, brother. Like
Okay.
I listen, brothers. I sincerely apologize. I mean,
You're
I guess you
great,
see these
man.
things on like broadcast shows where on another post they just there's connectivity issues, but we're gonna
Yeah.
make this work because
Yeah, we'll make it work.
the message is still the same, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll make
yeah,
it work. Let's
yeah.
let's jump a little bit to after, you had to kind of migrate away from music, right? You want to talk a little bit about that, and then where you went, what you decided to do when you weren't going to sing anymore.
Hmm.
And he's on mute. You muted yourself, Jason. You're on mute.
Jason's being a good Samaritan out there today,
Yeah,
folks.
man, he really is. He's really helping
Yeah,
out. And we
yeah,
appreciate him still coming on with us too at the same time. But you're
yeah.
on mute.
Worst case, we could do a part two.
Yeah, yeah, we'll definitely have to
Worst
run him
case,
back.
and that
Yeah,
might be what we'll do. Just
yeah.
here while I
But
sit here live.
it's not muted. Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you now.
Now,
Yeah,
now
you're
we can
back.
hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just to answer your question, what ended up happening, I lost my voice.
Hmm.
And then I lost my voice and I had a daughter, right? So I needed a little bit more stability. It was kind of like the reminder that if I lose my voice, I'll starve,
Hmm.
Yeah.
right? So I decided, one of the other passions that I had was to go into medicine.
Uh-huh.
But then, as I said before, I grew up in Brooklyn, didn't have necessarily the best academic background, and I didn't realize that until I took the same approach that I took to Berkeley. Just, you dive in, you put
Hmm.
yourself in that environment, and then you realize, yeah, I'm not necessarily built for this environment because maybe I wasn't the greatest student. My
Hmm.
ambition was great, right? But
Uh-huh.
they're kind of like prerequisites that you need. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
prerequisites, like
Yeah.
skills that you need to have, math skills, like reading comprehension, all of these skills that revolve media. Um, and that was like kind of the wake up call, like, yeah, Jay, uh, you
So
can continue this path, but I'm sorry, what were you saying?
that's when you realized med school wasn't it.
I don't think he can hear us.
You.
He's not either. He's not hearing us, or we can't hear him. Something's going on
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We may have to run
Oh
Jason
yeah.
back on
Yeah.
another
I
episode,
think what we
man.
I think what we should do,
Yeah.
and this is just me being
Yeah.
real time. I think we should reschedule him
Mhm. Yeah. Let's
for
do
next
that.
week where he has
Yeah.
a better connection, and we can, we can have more of a continuity within the conversation,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna just shoot
which will
him a
be
text now.
more helpful, more so
Right.
for those that are
Right.
watching at home, so they can, hear everything he needs to say, and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. I think that's probably the best idea. Yo, Jason, you with us, man?
Yeah, yeah, brother.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this, bro. Let's put you on. Let's put you on a future show when we can really sit down with you and talk, man, with a good connection. So we
Let's
so
run it
all of
by.
our listeners could really get in what you're talking about. You know.
Yeah, can we reschedule it for next Tuesday, Jason? We'll see shortly, guys. We
Yeah.
appreciate y'all hanging in there with us. Again, we do this live.
Yeah.
He notified us ahead of time. He was in the process of helping some friends move, well, helping a friend move, and
Yeah.
still wanted to honor his commitment to be our guest today. And
Yeah.
trying to get Wi-Fi access. He's not at his current home,
Right.
so he went
Right.
to a neighbor's house, tried to get on Wi-Fi, and
Yeah.
so we could still do the show. But it would probably be in our best
Yeah,
interest.
we'll get with him on another date once he could be comfortable in his setup, and he could really talk to us, and we could
Yeah, but we don't even.
explore his journey, because he does have there's a lot more to the
Oh
story
yeah,
that we didn't get to yet, for
yeah,
sure,
definitely,
and we'll love to
definitely,
talk to him.
and he deserves to be able to share that, and you
Absolutely,
guys at home deserve to be able to hear that. So
absolutely.
yeah, so we will make an executive decision live right here. You guys are part of the meeting
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
boardroom. You
yeah.
know, how we got to do it. That's how we got to
Absolutely,
do it.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
And I
that's
just
fine.
wanted to say, and I forgot to mention one other inductee in the time that he was gone,
Mm.
and he came back. The other inductee, do I have them all right here? Let's see. Stephanie Mills, Janet Pascal, Charlie Poole, Bernard Edwards, and if I'm saying her name right, uh, Nina Free Freeline. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct.
Mm.
But those will be the inductees in Kannapolis, ladies and gentlemen, for the this
Hall of
year's
Fame.
North Carolina Music Hall of Fame
Yeah.
Awards. Let's see. If you need information, go to North Carolina Music Hall of Fame.org. Get your tickets now. If you need rooms,
Yeah.
this is in Kannapolis. If you need rooms, shout out to Miss Debbie McFatter, the chairwoman of the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame. She said the hotels are filling up quickly. So if you guys are coming to Kannapolis if you're coming to Kannapolis for the induction ceremony of the
Hmm.
North Carolina Music Hall of Fame on October 20th, and you need a room, might want to look into it yesterday.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah,
Hey, man.
man.
DJ Nuff Said is on the Twitch. What's up, Nuff Said?
Yeah,
Again, we
man. Enough
appreciate
said.
it.
We here live, bro. We
Yeah.
tried to make everything go forward, so we could,
Yeah.
stick to our normal regimen. But I
Hey,
think it's going to be in our best interest to just reschedule
yeah,
uh,
absolutely.
Jason for next
Absolutely.
week.
Make sure
Yeah,
y'all follow DJ Nuff Said on Twitch, man. He's on there a few nights
yeah.
a week.
Everybody on Twitch.
He
Enough
does
said
a
he's on there every night, huh?
A few nights. He's on there a few nights, and he does themes. Like one night it'll be '80s night, one night it'll be slow jams. You know what I'm saying? So whatever your feel is, he could be the soundtrack to what you're trying to do that
Yeah,
night. You know?
got you covered, smothered, scattered,
Yeah,
trumped.
yeah, yeah,
Waffle House reference.
yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's
Yeah.
up. No
All
said is
right,
that
you know
guy,
you
man.
own it. Help
Yeah,
us pop over there too.
we appreciate
I
it.
don't
We
even have
appreciate it.
Twitch. I might have to. I
You
might
got
have
to
to
get
look
on the
at.
Twitch, man. And we're gonna
Yeah,
get
I got
DJ Enough said,
to.
no shortcuts the T-shirt.
Yeah, I need somebody to run my social media.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's for
I can just
sure.
do everything else. You know what I mean?
Yo,
We're gonna get
so
there though.
speaking of social media,
Hmm.
since we got a few minutes, we're gonna talk about what's coming up on the No Shortcuts show, right?
Let's do it.
So next week, I think we locked in my guy Josh Walker, who's also
Okay.
a DJ, a drummer. He's in a
Yeah.
band as well out of Charleston. So we'll be talking to him next
He
week.
was on
Hopefully,
last week.
he was on
Okay.
last week. He was, yeah, he
Yeah.
was commenting in last week.
Yeah.
You know, he did confirm the date, so we'll have him on hopefully next Tuesday.
Mhm.
And then we also have another special guest coming up on an upcoming episode. My friend Cornelius Kirk. This guy is like motivational speaker. Like, you remember when on you remember that show that Run had with his kids and his family, Run's House.
Yeah, Run's house. Yeah.
Remember how Run used to have the motivational
On the
quotes at
on
the
the
end of,
primary.
and then
Yeah.
you could subscribe and get his motivational quotes. This
Yeah.
guy is like, DJ Run motivational quotes on Facebook, man. If you follow this guy, he's super
Nice.
positive motivational guy, and
Uh,
we locked him in for a couple weeks from now as well. So lots of good people that we'll be talking to, as well as running it back with my guy Jason Ramsay right here tonight.
absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
lots of good info, and also we are working on. We're probably gonna have to pre-record this one because my what made me think of it was social media. When you said social media, my
Yeah.
social media guru that I've been telling you all about,
Mhm.
my guy Dominic, he does another live stream for a few different organizations that he produces shows for, and they go every Tuesday night as well. But he
Okay.
does want to come on the show and talk about his journey in social media marketing and advertising and stuff like that. So that may have to be one that we record and then
Yeah.
air it on Tuesday
Yeah, we
at
can still
7.
jump on in the comments.
Exactly.
We be here,
Exactly.
So yeah,
So
we'll figure all of that
we
out.
got plans, man.
I got a few things up my sleeve. I'm not gonna speak on them just yet.
That's
But
okay.
I'm working. I'm
That's
working.
okay.
We're gonna get you
Always.
guys. We content creators over here.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get you guys interesting people
Mhm.
who are friends of ours.
Yeah.
For the most part, these are people that we know who have a compelling story to share
Yeah. Yeah.
as it pertains to them being self-made, being an entrepreneur,
Hmm.
and being gifted at something, and they're able to see compensation off of their gifts. And
Yeah.
again, we're here to inspire each other.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's what's being done. And if we just
Hmm.
inspire one person along the way, then we've done our job. But
Right.
hopefully, it doesn't stop at one, and maybe that one person that gets inspired, they go along and they inspire
Hmm.
one person or two people or what have you. Keep
For
this
sure.
keep this thing going. But
Yeah.
remember, there's no shortcut.
There's no shortcuts, and even if it's someone that's not at the stage of where they're receiving compensation yet for what they're trying to do, we still want to talk to you as well. We
Yeah,
want to
you want to
talk
talk to
about
you
your
the
journey.
most.
Yeah, yeah. Talk about your journey thus far, what your plan is, and
Yeah,
and how you can see it to fruition for sure.
yeah. And we may have to start the no shortcuts consultation
Yeah.
services after we get nice and rooted into the
Yeah.
platform.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
Absolutely, absolutely,
Guys
man.
coming.
We love doing this and we love sharing with y'all, and this is just what when we got this idea to do this show, man, it was just for me. Initially it was an excuse to get on and talk to my guy every week for a while, because once everything shut down, we hadn't been together too much. I said, this is what we would be doing anyway, so let's just do it on the air.
Absolutely, let's do it, man. And here I am. I'm just
Yeah,
privileged to be a part of it. To bring what I can to the table
yeah,
and
yeah,
take this journey. And thank you guys for taking the journey along
yeah,
with us.
yeah.
We got to shout out FMG Event Company. Got to
Hey.
shout out Mellow Groove.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the chairman of the board and the executives. Shout out to A Touch of Faith. Shout out to the Our Community,
Mm-hmm.
Smooth Sales, Praise of Faith Gospel Shop, our official Honeycomb family, and our official Earth, Wind, and Fire family.
Yes, sir. And
Appreciate
shout out to DJ Nuff Said
it.
for the
DJ Nuff said in
support.
the building.
And shout out to Juju Lee Events as well, my partners over there.
Yes, yes, yes.
Let's keep it going, Juju Lee.
Yes,
We
yes,
love
yes.
it,
Let's
love it,
do it.
love it.
Let's do it. And once again, Rock Hill, South Carolina, and surrounding areas, Mellow Groove is performing at the York County Blues and Jazz Festival. That's coming up October 7th. Not this Friday,
Hmm.
but next Friday, downtown Rock Hill. It's bands at different locations. One price. You can bounce around and see
Yeah,
all the bands. Stay where you want to stay. You know, if you see a band and you're grooving, stay there. If you're not grooving, go to another spot. It's all
nice,
downtown Rock Hill. Go to York County Arts.org.
sweet. We'll definitely do
Yeah.
that. We can put that on
Yes,
the
yes.
screen too.
All right.
YorkCountyArts.com.
.org actually.
.org.
Yeah.
I might have to check. I think I'm off the 7th. I might have to check
Yeah.
that
They
out.
had my picture in the online article there. Nice little
Oh
close
yeah.
up. Like, okay, cool. From March. They doubled up this year because they had to cancel last fall. It's
Hmm.
normally a fall event.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
canceled due to COVID, so they did one in the spring, March, and then they're doing the normal fall one, uh,
Awesome.
as usual, regularly scheduled.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Speaking of regularly scheduled, man, we do appreciate you all for sticking with us today through the technical difficulties with our guests, but we'll definitely get him back on so we can continue his story soon. And we're glad you
Yes,
stuck with us, for
we're
sure.
glad.
Thank
We're
you.
glad, and I got a birthday coming up October
Hey,
9th on
yeah.
that Sunday. I might have to throw my cash app up for that.
You may have to
That
put it
though,
on the
what
screen,
you
yeah.
think? We'll marinate on it.
Yeah. We have to register with buymeacoffee.com.
Something, and we're gonna spell it CAWFEE. No, no pumpkin spice though. I ain't
Oh
into
no,
that
no,
yet.
no, no.
You
No,
know.
no, no.
Yeah, man.
Enough said
Well, I
says
guess.
happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you. It ain't here yet, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah, it's
coming. We're gonna
coming.
be with
It's coming.
double fours. You
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
All
It's a
right,
blessing.
homie.
Yes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, one last time, thank you guys for joining us this evening. Thank you for toughing it out with us. We're gonna reschedule, Jason. Like we said,
Hmm.
we owe it to you guys. We owe it
Yeah,
to ourselves. We
absolutely.
owe it to him. In the meantime, let's run it back next week, and y'all stay dry out there on Friday. We got
Yeah.
canceled on Friday in Columbia, so it looks like some rains and winds are coming. Y'all
Hmm.
be safe. Make sure you charge your batteries up, whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, and stay indoors.
Yeah, stay indoors if you can.
Yeah, stay indoors. I think I'm gonna be indoors. I think
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah,
All
yeah, yeah.
right.
All right. Good night, folks.
We're
God bless.
out.
We love y'all.
Peace.
See you next week. Much love.